Yeah, placement
Then,
training. So a lot
yes,
of
placement is a big responsibility,
big
sir.
responsibility, and you see the day night
Hmm.
every day coming in the night, morning 9, leaving
Yes.
at 10, 11 o'clock in the night.
Yes, and I'm looking placement at departmental level. Still, sir, these companies they are treating very badly. No, they may email at night and they may ask for all the data next day morning. Okay,
Uh,
then
because
interview may be scheduled only
I am
within
also,
1 day's time.
yeah, I am looking as a whole. That means engineering, management, everything.
Yes.
It's a big responsibility.
Okay. Now, sir, almost 30 candidate joined. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we may start now. Okay.
Asha.
With
Okay.
a brief introduction. So, dear participants, today this session will be taken by Professor Mihir Kumar Shome. He is HOD, uh, Department of Management and Humanities in NIT Arunachal Pradesh. He had approximately 25 years of teaching experience and he started his teaching career from IIT New Delhi, and then he shifted to other institute also, and now from he is professor in NIT Arunachal Pradesh from 2019. His qualification basically MBA, personal management, MPhil, PhD, and he has a very vast biodata. I'm not going for all these things. He has more than 30 papers published in SCI journal, which is assumed as a very big thing in our subject, especially SCI publication. Then he published 8 books. Books are on research methodology, then financial market, and presently, as we discuss, he is head as well as placement officer of the NIT Arunachal Pradesh. So today he will discuss about how to stay motivated in a tough environment. And sir, Professor Shom, we had 35 participants, basically from economics, commerce, and management, and they are from all over the India. They are representing 14 states of India, and all are young faculty. Average experience is 3 to 4 years, and majority of them have PhD degree too. Okay, so now, sir, it's handed over to you. Time is yours.
Yeah, good morning. And for introduction to Viduganti Das sir, and I also acknowledge Professor Bharatendra Singh, coordinator of this program, and also all the participants. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, just today I am just going to present how to stay motivated in a tough environment. This is my topics. So before starting that, I would like to discuss. Just I just adjust. How much do we see of an iceberg? Basically, you see that this is the iceberg. When you see in the ocean, then we cannot guess how much we can see and how much we cannot see. That means that is hidden. So it is also same thing applied in the human beings. From outside, we can see only the 10%, but 90% we cannot see the behavior, attitude, personality, talking style, their motives, whatever so that we cannot see. Now, what is the motivation and how it can be measured? A person lives in his life on the basis of the motivation for everything in life, whether it is teaching, working, or even doing any manual work. Motivation is the most important factor that is required. From getting up early in the morning to going to work, having food, and meeting up with the friends, just everything requires motivation. If the person is not motivated enough, he cannot or she cannot sustain his or her objective for a longer period of time. Motivation is a driving force that keeps a person going, and it is important for the survival and the growth of an individual. Similarly, it is an organization. We find that some people are constantly striving for achieving higher goals, while others are doing any work for the sake of doing. Manager needs to know why some are ready to give their best while others are not. Hence, it is very much essential for everyone to know the concept of motivation. The term motivation is derived from the Latin word movere, means to move or to energize. That is, when we are tired, we have a cup of tea which gives us energy and we can complete the task in hand. Similarly, motivation helps us to remain on the task. Motivation is complementary part of learning and not an end. Motivation is means to achieve goal and not an end. To get success, person should be motivated and ready to put on efforts committedly. Motivation leads to the demonstration of activities. We have seen that at the time of cricket match, spectators are encouraging the players by saying, "Buck up, well played." These words motivate the players to give his or her best. Motivation makes clear the behavior of the individual. Motivated persons are proactive, regular, and sincere and focused on their task. This is the perfect description of Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar. Motivation has the effect on many aspects of personality, that is mental, physical, or social. It may be positive or negative. These circumstances determine whether person will get motivation or not. Motivation is driven by various motives or needs and wants which may be different for different individual. That is, student appearing for SSC examination has the different motives. One student just want to get passing marks, other student wants to get distinction, still other student has the dream of securing the award. Types of motivation. Motivation can be categorized into two types: intrinsic motivation. Here the word lies within an individual perform tasks to drive the satisfaction or feel good feelings. There is no need to have pressure from the environment. Individual enjoys the task. Classical example would be Ekolabya, who studied archery on his own. This type is the best as here individual is self-motivated. Extrinsic motivation here. The reward lies in the environment or outside the person. Individual performs the activity for the sake of getting reward, praise or promotion. Most of the people in an organization require external motivation. Then Maslow's hierarchy of needs. There are basically five stages. First is the physiological need, then safety need, then belongingness and love needs, esteem needs, self-actualization need. Abraham Maslow, 1940, he has developed five types of motivation hierarchy of needs. These are the five hierarchy of needs. Now, physiological needs. These are the basic biological needs. It includes needs for air, food, water, shelter, rest, sex. The fulfillment of these needs is very much required for survival of individual only. Safety and security needs. One basic biological needs are satisfied, then these needs emerge. This includes number one, security from danger such as fire, accident. Second, economic security includes salary, gratuity, and medical allowance. These needs are related to financial security. Therefore, organizations have staff welfare schemes such as provident fund, health insurance. These schemes motivate employees to give their best and reduce attrition rate. This is the responsibility of the organization to provide safe and healthy environment. That is, current labor unions, along with pay hike, have demands for job security, health insurance, etc. Belongingness needs. It includes need or love, belongingness, and affection. Man is a social animal, hence cannot survive if outcasted by the group. He or she may go in depression. Hence, it is very important that these needs be taken care of. These needs focus on social aspects at workplace. Organization meets this need by providing recreational facilities and gives importance to teamwork. Sorry. Then esteem needs, also known as ego needs, they are, they are the needs for self-esteem and the respect from others. Fulfillment of these needs leads to development of self-confidence, feeling of self-worth and the self-respect. Therefore, organizations have incentives either as promotion or reward for achieving these targets. Then self-actualization needs. This is the growth need. It includes the motive to prove the talent one has. A self-actualized person is works hard for self-development as per the position of individual in the life circle. These needs are expressed, that is, new entrants in the film industry may want to get recognition from viewers. Sorry. As per the position of individual in the life circle, these needs are expressed. That is, new entrants in the film industry may want to get recognition from viewers. Once the same individual gets established in the industry, would dream for getting the prestigious awards. After understanding the strength of employees, manager can assign them the challenging task. Manager need to understand the current needs of the employees. This knowledge helps him or her to decide the strategies for motivating them. Beyond that, Abraham Lincoln also said that is also aesthetic value. Aesthetic value basically, he said that whenever we are doing any work for any purpose, there should be the values. Without values, we cannot do any work, and it is also meaningless. That he has also mentioned in some books. Then question is, how much do we see of an iceberg? I told only 10% of any iceberg is visible. The remaining 90% is below sea level. So sorry. So only we can see 10% and 90% we cannot see. It is also similar in the behavior of the individual. Only we can see the individual only 10% from outside and 90% we cannot see. That's why managers or those who are the competent authority, they sometimes also face different problems to identify the employees, who is the best, who is the talent, who is the more trustworthy. Sir. William James, he said, whenever you are in conflict with someone, there is one factor that can make the difference between damaging your relationship and the deepening it. That factor is attitude. How much do we see of an iceberg? The iceberg phenomenon is also applicable on human beings. Now here we can see here visible above sea level only 10%, invisible below sea level it is 90%. Now sea level, that means known to others, that is also the behavior. We know only the behavior of the individual or any employee, whatever so, and unknown to others, that is also values, standards, judgment, attitude, motives, ethics, and beliefs. These 90% things once in a time we cannot find or we cannot judge of an individual. So 10% we can know apparently of an individual, and 90%, that means that I told, values, standards, judgments, attitude, motives, ethics, and beliefs we cannot know. Then known to attitude and success, person gets a job 85% times because of attitude and 50% times for skill. Attitude is foundation of success. With right attitude, you can see the opportunity. Now, turn on your leaderships loudspeakers and clicks to advances. First, we see the most amazable words. There are 10 words, which is the most important in the organization also. As a manager or as a competent authority, whatever so, one should know. The most selfish word, one letter word. That is also I. We should avoid it in the organization. This is harmful for the organization. The second word is the most satisfying two-letter word is that is we. Use it. The most poisonous three-letter word that is also ego. Kill it. The most used four-letter word that is love. Value it. The most pleasing five-letter word that is smile. Keep it. If you smile in the workplace, everything will be easy. The fastest spreading six-letter word that is rumor. Always avoid it or ignore it. The hardest working seven-letter word that is success. Achieve it. The most inevitable eight-letter is jealousy in the workplace. Distance it. The most powerful nine-letter word that is knowledge, that acquire it. The most essential 10-letter word is confidence, that is trust it. The most of the words and numbers that I have shown. Now how to stay positive or motivated in a tough work environment. First, this is the individual, then there is a social surroundings, this is the environment as a whole. Be aware of the bullets. First is other people's behavior that we cannot control. Then negative work environment that everyone may face problem. Then negative worldview, someone may have the negative experience about the world. And changing environment, the world is changing continuously. Then past experience, people may have bad experience in the past that may also affect. Then determinism theory, that means what are the theory that has been developed based on the heritage and other factors. Okay, that we will discuss. Now, negative, these are the work environment, and now the negative work environment. Dog eat dog, everyone fighting to get ahead. No one appreciates your contribution. Too much work, not enough help. Deadlines are unrealistic. Longer hours, additional work, budget constraints. Then competition is eating us alive. Then poor management or direction. These are the things. Then other people's behavior. These are the different words there that we are also very much familiar, very much familiar with this. First is the bulldozer. Basically, that is the word used here. The word is holistic, hostile, where you should do unto others before they do unto you. Then complainers, certain for petty things, some people have the tendency to complain others. gossips. People without doing any work, they also start gossip. Then patronizers. Sometimes people they thought I am the guardian or I am the head of the organization. Whatever I will say, that will be the final. It may come from employee, it may come from staff or other person, whatever. So that are the that are the things. Then also winners, person who complains. If a person complains about small things, that is the winners. Then negatives, people have the negative attitudes. Then also snipers. Snipers basically a person who hits from a hidden place. That means any individual who is working in the organization, he is not on the spot, but through other person or other process, they are also harming to some other peoples. Then stubbers, that is basically people also know there is some people who are another behind from the backside, they also hit the people. So that the things, and then comes. Okay. Then also walking wounded means who have been damaged or defeated psychologically or emotionally in their experience in life. That means some people they might also have emotional or psychologically disturbance. Then controllers, then sloopers, to experience something unpleasant or pain sometimes or sudden sadness, whatever. So then brown nosers, and an extremely obsequious person. That means he works on Sunday. Somebody is saying, "Do you know he is also working on Sunday?" So other people may not take it positively. Then also exploders, that means some people they might create some problem which just go just like a exploders, okay, without any reason, whatever. So that means they are the harmfuls without any notice, without any reason. They might do something wrong things that might be treated as a exploders. So these are the other people's behavior which we cannot control in the work organization. Then changing environment change, challenges our paradigms, alters the way we think, makes life more difficult for a while, causes stress in a ongoing fact of life. The only person who always likes change is a wet baby in the organization. Then also past experience, you might see from here, this is the past experience people might have. One of the example I am saying, the boss is saying, I am your all in all. So this is also the select systems. Somebody is also running, somebody is also thinking in a different way, somebody is getting depressed, somebody is thinking if I can be out from this place, I would be happy. Somebody is thinking, no, I should not be here. Whatever. So these are the different experience people have in their life based on the past. Then media frenzy, a recent statistics, crime down 20% in America, reporting up 600%. Look at what you are looking at. This is the determinism theory. First is the genetics. My grandparents did it to me. Inherited traits. That means some people have the core values. Whatever their families say or do, they follow that. They follow this. Beyond that, they cannot do. Basically, there are two types of core values. One is the peripheral. Another is the core values. Peripheral values that can be changed according to situation. Today, you are India. You can adopt the Indian culture. When you are in the US, you can adopt the US culture. So this is the peripheral culture and core culture. That means it is you cannot sense, and that is also genetic, or you can say inherited traits. That means sometimes you can be also one kind of fundamentalist or rigids or conservative, whatever. So then psyche, my parents did it to me. That is also the upbringing. Based on that, they are also following this thing. Then life's little question, are some people just born positive thinkers, or is it their choice? Choice the right luggage. druggy bullets, then be bulletproofs. Okay. The problem with drugging bullets, you see the bullet is coming middle portion of the body. You are going to get hit. Then wear bulletproof armor. See this. Then bulletproof armor comes from self sense. What is the self sense? Change three things. Putting on the armor, change three things. First is the behavior. Second is the attitude. Third is the thinking. These three things we have to change. Because unless until we change these things, either behavior, attitude, or thinking, these three things, if we do not change, then we cannot change our attitude, and ultimately what it happen, then we'll be lacking behind, or we may have different behavior, different expectation, different things. Sometimes it may not be in the right direction. Then how to change your attitude? First is the attitude. Changes happen personally from the inside out. Then attitude. Second is so accept responsibility. I am responsible for whom I am, for what I have, for what I do. Then step two, take control. You are inside you, then ownership, then values, then discipline, then mission. From the inside out. These four things you have to be. Then how to change your thinking? Changes come from observing logically in every situation. Then it can be changed through logically. It is not emotionally or irrationally. Yeah, observe your thinking. What can I do? Diffuse this. I refuse to let this hook me. Then this is all very interesting. I would like to beat the. Tomorrow it will be look very different. So these are the thinkings. Then manage your self-talk. If you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. Henry Ford. First, this is going to be a wonderful day. This is going to be a crappy day. So it is sometimes it depends on the also the thinking of the individual. How to change your behavior? Changes take through assessment, determination, and also discipline. This is the behavior. Second, choose your behavior. This is the reactive. Reactive, first is the stimulus, then response. One person is asking some question, how you are also acting or reacting. Then responsible, then stimulus, my choice. There are three choices. First is the my response, how I am interacting. Then steps towards changing behavior. First is the unconscious incompetence. Second is the conscious incompetence. Then also conscious competence. Then unconscious competence. These are the four state of mind. So based on that, we act in different places in different way. So if we look at this matter and if we think positively, or if we change our attitude and we always become alert, then this situation we can also overcome. Then influence your environment, add positive behavior, replace the bad habits, spread a smile around, then sprinkle some positive on the negatives, then focus on the good of each day, then stay out of the feeding fringers, then say please and thank you, then practice empathy, evaluate your behavior, never miss an opportunity to compliment. So these are the things. Then more positive contribution. Before you say anything to anyone, ask yourself three things. Is it true? Is it harmful? Is it necessary? Keep promises. Have a forgiving view of people. Keep an open mind with changes. Then count to 1000 if necessary. See criticism as opportunity to improve. Then cultivate your sense of humor. These are the things which keeps an individual to be positive. Then remember to watch your definitions, they become thoughts. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become your destiny. This choice, this choice is yours. With a bad attitude, you can never have a positive day. With a positive attitude, you can never have a bad day. Then choose positive living. Three things, that is thinking, behavior, and attitude. Don't compare yourself with others, or don't compare yourself with anyone in the world. If you compare, you are insulting yourself. No one will manufacture a lock without a key. Similarly, God won't give problems without solution. So we have to be positive and we have to think positive. How we can resolve our problems rather than going violence or in a negative way. Then life laughs at you when you are also unhappy. Life smiles at you when you are happy. Life salutes you when you make others happy. Every successful person has a painful history. Every painful story has a successful ending. Accept the pain and get ready for success. Then easy to judge the mistakes of others. Difficult is to recognize our own mistakes. Rather than criticizing to others, we should also know what is our fault. Then it is easier to protect your feet with slippers than to cover with earth with carpet. No one can go back and change a bad beginning, but everyone can start now and create a successful ending. If a problem can be solved, no need to worry about it. If a problem cannot be solved, what is the use of worrying? If you miss an opportunity, don't fill the eyes with tears. It will hide another better opportunity in front of you. Sorry. Changing the face can change nothing, but facing the change can change everything. Don't complain about others. Change yourself if you can, if you want peace. Mistakes are painful when they happen, but years later, collection of mistakes is called experience, which leads to success. Be bold when you lose and be calm when you win. Heated gold becomes ornament, beaten copper becomes wire, depleted stone becomes statue. So the more pain you get in life, you become more valuable. Then there are different different words that has been shown here. It is very interesting because in the workplace sometimes we also say he is Hindu, he is Muslim, Christian, Sikh, all these things. Here, if we see amazing mathematics with this alphabet getting a number in chronological order as above, study the following and bring down the total to a single digit and see the result. Hindus, Sri Krishna, that is 19.8, this way the value is coming 135. That means 1, 3 and 5. It is 9. Then Muslim, Muhammad, it is coming 13, 15. This way it is coming 72. Then 7 plus 9, 2 plus 9. Then Jain, Mahavir, it is also coming 72. 7 plus 2, 9. Then Sikh, Guru Nanak, it is also coming 108. That means 1, 0 plus 8, 9. Then Parsi, Zarathustra, that is also coming 153, that is 1, 5 and 3, 9. Then Buddhist, Gautam, it is also coming 63, 6 plus 3 plus 9. Christian, it is coming 108, that means 10 plus 8, 9. Each one ends with number 9, that is the nature's creation to show God is one. So I so this number shows that there is no difference between the Hindu, Muslim, Sikhs, Christian, whatever so, uh, and everyone having the same goal that has been shown here. In spite of that, there are different type of violence, different type of prejudice, as well as there are different types of communal harmony that also exist in the society. But if we think positively, we'll see every religion have the same goal and same objectives. Uh, my next video, just 1 minute, I share. Just 1 minute. It will take 1 or 2 minutes.
Sir, any issue, sir?
Yeah, some issue is coming. That's why it is taking time. Just 1 or 2 minutes. Just wait. Um,
Okay, okay.
Somehow
Take
it's
take your time.
yeah. Somehow it is not opening. Somehow it is not opening. That's why might be some unknown reason. Oh, it is not opening.
Sir, you may stop sharing and reshare.
No, just wait 1 minute. I am trying. I am trying my best. I don't know why it is not wait,
Okay,
opening.
okay, 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 okay.
I just shut down this. Might be after that it may open.
Okay, yes, sir,
Other,
sure. Okay, sir.
it might be that somewhere it is getting stuck.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
I just shut down, then starting. It is showing, but not here. What's the reason? No, it is not coming.
Connectivity is okay now.
Yeah, somewhere it is getting stuck. It is not. Suddenly it gets stuck, not opening.
Is it okay, sir?
Sorry?
Is it okay? Means what problem you are facing, sir?
Yeah, I am clicking, but it is not opening. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
I am
Okay, no issue, sir. You take your time.
clicking again and again, but it is not opening. That is the problem. What's the problem? Is there anything wrong? Just give me 2-3 minutes time. I don't know. I am clicking on, but it is not opening.
Okay, sir. Okay. Or you may sign off and sign in again. That also may serve.
Might be it has been hanged. Should I go out and
Sir,
join again?
exit and join. Yes, yes. I think that will solve the
Yeah,
problem.
I think because it is getting stuck, not opening. It is most probably
Sir,
hanged.
if you need your system to restart or if you want to exit from this Zoom, then you do, sir. No problem.
Yeah, within 1 minute I am joining. Within because I
Okay.
have to go out. Otherwise, it will not open. It is hanging. I don't know why.
Dear participant, please wait 5 minutes. Our expert will join again.
What's the reason why it is not opening? No, it's waiting for it.
So log off and log in again, I think will work.
Yeah, I am trying. Just I go out. Most probably it is hanging. I don't know why. Just
Yeah, yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Just give
Yeah,
me two
yes.
minutes
So
time.
leave the
I,
account and
I
then
join
join
again.
again.
I join again.
Okay. So, dear friends, I think
Yeah, I am Josh.
he
I
has
hope.
joined back.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah. I
this
hope
will work now.
it will work
Yes, yes.
because it was hanging. I don't know why. Uh, it is not visible. Uh, how I will show this? Just share. Is it visible? Hello?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
It is visible. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
But sir, it's not your PPT. It's your computer screen only. Okay. Maybe within 1 second or 2 seconds, it may be visible.
Okay. Uh, a small truth to make life 100%. This is the 26 words is which we equally give 1, 2, 3 to 26. Then the values will come. That is hard work. HARDWRK, that means 8, 1, 18, 4, 23, 15, 18, 11. It is coming 98%. Then also knowledge. This is also coming 11, 14, 15,
Sir,
23.
it's
Uh,
not PPT, sir. Hello.
sorry,
Oh,
is it visible?
it's visible, sir. But hopefully, it's not PPT. Can you change slide that we can understand?
Uh, sir, it is not. It is not coming. I am trying to share, but somehow it is not coming.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir. Continue, sir.
But is it visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, okay. So knowledge,
Only
if
it's showing Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay.
might be.
Some
Uh,
files are there.
it is knowledge. Um, I am doing from the my pen drive because desktop is not working. That file is not
Okay.
working. Might be corrupted. That's why I am doing
This
from
is showing
uh,
file, name
yeah
of
pen
files.
drive. So it is knowledge. It is coming 96%. Then love. It is also coming 54%. This is also love. It is also coming 47%.
This is not PPT.
Then what makes 100%? Is it money? No, money is also 72%. Then leadership, it is also 98%. 98%. Then also leadership, no, it is also 89%. Then what makes? Then every problem has a solution. If we perhaps change our attitude to get the top of that 100%, what we really need to go further a bit more. Then it is attitude. It is also the 100%. So it is our attitude towards life and work that makes our life 100%. So attitude is everything. Change your attitude and change your life. So now that you know the answer, what will you do about it? the least you can do is to share this message with those who care. So these are the things. So from here we can see how attitude also affecting the human beings or individual. So we can also think that through attitude change we can change our everything. Now I will also show a small video that is only for 5 minutes. That is also very positive, and how people also keeps motivated in different situation, that I am also showing.
Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories. The first story is about connecting the dots.
Yeah.
Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories. The first story is about connecting the dots. I dropped out of Reed College after the first 6 months, but then stayed around as a drop-in for another 18 months or so before I really quit. So why did I drop out? It started before I was born. My biological mother was a young, unwed graduate student, and she decided to put me up for adoption. She felt very strongly that I should be adopted by college graduates, so everything was all set for me to be adopted at birth by a lawyer and his wife. Except that when I popped out, they decided at the last minute that they really wanted a girl. So my parents, who were on a waiting list, got a call in the middle of the night asking, "We've got an unexpected baby boy. Do you want him?" They said, "Of course." My biological mother found out later that my mother had never graduated from college and that my father had never graduated from high school. She refused to sign the final adoption papers. She only relented a few months later when my parents promised that I would go to college. This was the start in my life. And 17 years later, I did go to college. But I naively chose a college that was almost as expensive as Stanford. And all of my working class parents' savings were being spent on my college tuition. After 6 months, I couldn't see the value in it. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and no idea how college was going to help me figure it out. And here I was, spending all the money my parents had saved their entire life. So I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay. It was pretty scary at the time, but looking back, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. The minute I dropped out, I could stop taking the required classes that didn't interest me and begin dropping in on the ones that looked far more interesting. It wasn't all romantic. I didn't have a dorm room, so I slept on the floor in friends' rooms. I returned Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposits to buy food with. And I would walk the 7 miles across town every Sunday night to get one good meal a week at the Hare Krishna temple. I loved it. And much of what I stumbled into by following my curiosity and intuition turned out to be priceless later on. Let me give you one example. Reed College at that time offered perhaps the best calligraphy instruction in the country. Throughout the campus, every poster, every label on every drawer was beautifully hand calligraphed. Because I had dropped out and didn't have to take the normal classes, I decided to take a calligraphy class to learn how to do this. I learned about serif and sans serif typefaces, about varying the amount of space between different letter combinations, about what makes great typography great. It was beautiful, historical, artistically subtle in a way that science can't capture, and I found it fascinating. None of this had even a hope of any practical application in my life. But 10 years later, when we were designing the first Macintosh computer, it all came back to me. And we designed it all into the Mac. It was the first computer with beautiful typography. If I had never dropped in on that single course in college, the Mac would have never had multiple typefaces or proportionally spaced fonts. And since Windows just copied the Mac, it's likely that no personal computer would have them. If I had never dropped out, I would have never dropped in on that calligraphy class, and personal computers might not have the wonderful typography that they do. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college, but it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever, because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path, and that will make all the difference. My second story is about love and loss. I was lucky. I found what I loved to do early in life. Woz and I started Apple in my parents' garage when I was 20. We worked hard, and in 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. We just released our finest creation, the Macintosh, a year earlier, and I just turned 30. And then I got fired. How can you get fired from a company you started? Well, as Apple grew, we hired someone who I thought was very talented to run the company with me. And for the first year or so, things went well. But then our visions of the future began to diverge, and eventually we had a falling out. When we did, our board of directors sided with him. And so at 30, I was out, and very publicly out. What had been the focus of my entire adult life was gone, and it was devastating. I really didn't know what to do for a few months. I felt that I had let the previous generation of entrepreneurs down, that I had dropped the baton as it was being passed to me. I met with David Packard and Bob Noyce and tried to apologize for screwing up so bad. I was a very public failure, and I even thought about running away from the valley. But something slowly began to dawn on me. I still loved what I did. The turn of events at Apple had not changed that one bit. I'd been rejected, but I was still in love. And so I decided to start over. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again, less sure about everything. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. During the next 5 years, I started a company named Next, another company named Pixar, and fell in love with an amazing woman who would become my wife. Pixar went on to create the world's first computer animated feature film, Toy Story, and is now the most successful animation studio in the world. In a remarkable turn of events, Apple bought Next, and I returned to Apple, and the technology we developed at Next is at the heart of Apple's current renaissance. And Lorene and I have a wonderful family together. I'm pretty sure none of this would have happened if I hadn't been fired from Apple. It was awful tasting medicine, but I guess the patient needed it. Sometimes life's going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love. And that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. So keep looking, don't settle. My third story is about death. When I was 17, I read a quote that went something like, "If you live each day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right." It made an impression on me. And since then, for the past 33 years, I've looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. No one wants to die. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. And yet, death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It's life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Right now, the new is you. But someday, not too long from now, you will gradually become old and be cleared away. Sorry to be so dramatic, but it's quite true. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Yeah, this is the end of the lecture. So if you have any question, any doubt, if you want to ask, you can ask.
Dear participant, if you have any question, you may put it in question answer box. Sir, we will wait approximately 5 minutes. Let's see participants.
Yeah, sure, no problem, no problem.
Sir, there is 3 question in question answer box.
Yeah.
First one, please share the specific points related to how to stay motivated in tough environment.
How to stay motivated in? Hello?
Yes, sir.
How to motivated in central government?
Yes, how to stay motivated in tough environment.
See, always you have to be positive. What you can do, you do your work. What you think, this is beyond my capacity, you think, I have not done it, I will try again. Suppose you just see, in my case, what I do. First I see, I am wrong or right. If I think right, and if I am deprived, I fight for that. And if I think that this is my beyond of capacity or this is beyond my expectation, then I thought that it is not possible for me. So I leave this. So this is the best solution. First, we will have to see that I am in the right track or not.
Sir, second question is...
Sir, another thing is that, another thing I must say in a different way. Every day morning, you go for the yoga for 10 minutes. And before sleeping, you go for yoga for 10 minutes. You will see your stress level will reduce. Your stress level will reduce. And most of the time, I also motivated my students by saying that first you focus, what is your problem? If you can identify your problem, then you can also resolve that issue. And if you cannot, you cannot resolve. And first thing is that don't run behind rumor. Someone has done this, someone has done this, someone has got this. And don't compare with others. What is your problem, you highlight. If you compare with others, you will be unhappy. You will be unhappy. So these are my motto and these are the things that I follow. and everybody in our daily life face different problems. But I always, that I have shown, I am always smile face. The certain things I cannot control. Be always positive. Anything can happen in life. Everything is unpredicted. I am going for driving. I do not know. On the road, there might be an accident. I don't know. So, while we are living in an unpredicted life, unpredicted situation, anything can happen in life. Be positive. If you do good things, we will get good results. And my another question is that first be a good citizen. Okay, when will be a good citizen? There will be the question of the honesty, trust, values, ethics, everything will come. Only getting the good degree, doctorate, PhD, delete, DSc, that will not work. First and foremost thing is that we should be a good citizen. When we will be good citizen, we can expect everything from that individual. So second question.
Sir, second question by Madhavan essay, written, is the motivation meant for faculty or for all?
Is for motivation?
Is the motivation meant for faculty or for all?
No, motivation is for every individual. It is not faculty. Every individual having the motivation. But some people may not have or may have low motivation because of the past experience, different situation, different occurrences, different circumstances, certain incidents. But that might be also for a certain time. Suppose you just see there was a tsunami in Chennai. See, so many places, so many cities, so many people died. It is around 1 lakh people, whatever so. After 2, 3 people was crying. After 2, 3 years or 5 years, 7 years, you see, people also have gone again that place and also started their business, their shelter. They are also doing everything there. So it is a part of the life, part of the life. It's just the part of the waves of the ocean. One wave is going, then another is going. And another is that there is no end of the demands of the human being. Today, just for example, I am expecting there will be a promotion. Tomorrow, I am expecting when it is going to end, then I am expecting there will be, I have to purchase a car. Suppose I have purchased another car. There might be another need. Yeah, I have to go to purchase a uh, house. So you see, when an incidents occurring, one need, whatever you say, going to end, another is arising. So there is no end of the motivation. Motivation is always there, but due to different circumstances, it may stop for a certain time, but not for a long time. Motivation is everywhere, and motivation is not faculty. Every individual, every human beings having the motivation, and there is no end of the motivation.
Okay, thank you, sir. There is one more question. So, dear participants, not one now, participants are writing questions. Okay, just one more came. Okay, so,
Yeah,
sir,
yeah, sure.
next question is, what kind of tough environment is addressed here?
What now environment is?
What kind of tough environment is addressed here? Participants, you may keep typing your questions.
Sir, see, it depends on the situation and nature of the problem. It cannot be identified, and different people have different types of environment. Someone may not getting promotion, somebody is not getting good salary, somebody is thinking work environment is not good, someone is thinking my boss is not good, someone is thinking that my junior subordinates are not good. So different people have different problems, and you cannot isolate problem from one place to another place. Suppose you just see, if you come in our NIT, you might think here is one problem. When I will go in your university, I may face another problem. Problem is everywhere. Problem is everywhere, and it's a part of life. We cannot isolate it. We cannot isolate it. So we have to be positive. And at the beginning, I told that we will have to find out what is the real problem. Accordingly, we have to proceed. whether it is possible for me to resolve that issue. Sometimes it might be that uh, I cannot resolve that issue alone. It might be the required the help of other people's. That is true. Sometimes it might happens. But most of the times you see employees they suffer because somebody is not getting promotion, somebody is not getting good salary. Sometimes might be that boss is not cooperating. So there is a word in management why people leave job. That's a very difficult question. Why the people leaves job? But in management say people never leaves the job. People always leave the boss because wherever you will go, I will go. I have to work. But the behavior of the boss. Sometimes people leave jobs. Yeah, my boss is not cooperative, so it is better to leave this place. So I am leaving the boss. I am not leaving the job. I am joining another place. So in management say we never leave job. We always leave boss. So who will be the boss? He should have different also quality because nowadays you see the Fortune 500 companies they have mentioned that you cannot say also in front of your boss because he might get angry. If you say your director or university, you are taking APR, performance appraisal every year, and based on that, you are giving promotion, increment, whatever so. But as a director or as a university vice chancellor or pro vice chancellor, what is your feedback? You are also doing good things. You are not biased. But in Fortune company, boss is also giving, employees are also taking feedback of the boss, whether boss is also in the right direction, he has that capability or capacity. But in our culture, you cannot say that things, cannot say that things. That means you might be also sacked or something else. But they should also, who are the boss, they should also um, think positively. What are the things I am doing? Actually, it is right. That also the big question. But those who are the participative management, that means when the boss is also taking decision with the help or in consultation of the employees, that leader is very good. But you will find it very rare, very rare. Just for example, you see, when I was in Delhi, one day Golgotia University Vice Chancellor asked me, why you are coming by work? I told no, I am not coming by work. We have hired a vehicle. Through that we come. Now I found you are coming by walking. Alam, no, there is a two rush. And there was some picketing. So the car driver dropped there. After that I am again. No, no, you are a faculty. You should not buy work. What is your problem? Why you are not purchasing a car? I just say it is very difficult to get the loan that time. He said, no, if I arrange, will you purchase a car? Alam, yes. You cannot imagine on the same day that vice chancellor called me to the SBI bank manager. One of my colleague, he will purchase a car and he needs a loan. Immediately you arrange. Next day the SBI manager came itself and on the spot he filled up the form and next day say which car you want to purchase, I will give the loan. So see, sometimes you see it depends on the perception of the boss. Another example I am saying, I have seen that vice chancellor at the beginning he is not taking any food. He is not taking food. He is saying, all are my employees. I am a leader. It is my duty to see those who are the colleagues, students, staff, or guests, they have taken food properly. After that, if I am satisfied, then I will take food. And at the end, he is also taking the foods. At the beginning, he is not taking foods with the guest. He is saying, it is my responsibility to take care of the employees. So sometimes you see, it depends on the attitude and perception that I told you, a past experience, how he or she has deal different situation in their life. Based on that, they also treat the other people. If you have the positive attitude in your life, and every human being having the ups and downs, it is not like the bullet of a gun. everyone's life, someone is becoming IAS officer, cabinet secretary, minister, or professor, whatever so, or vice chancellor. No, there are also lots of hurdles in lives, lots of hurdles. But those people who have the positive attitude and overcome that situation, they success. So you have to be positive. There is nothing to be negative. Okay. And if I think, yeah, I am not getting promotion, that will not work. And I will not get promotion. I have to work that and I have to fulfill that criteria. To become a professor, what are the criteria is required? If I fulfill, then why I should not get? Then I can challenge. Yeah, I am eligible and I have all the criteria why I am not getting. So these are the things. One has to be hard worker as well as positive. Both two things is life in the positive. And your sorry, and your ambition should be also clear cut. Which is not possible, something unexpected thing. If I expect that, that will not be success in life. So every objectives there should be some motives, there should be some criteria. No, if I fulfill this, I may get. Otherwise, it will not happen. That's why positivity is most required in life. Every part, every part of life, whether it is school life, college life, university life, work lives, family lives, everywhere. And another thing is that one individual has different roles in different situations. In the office, you are a boss. When you are going home, you are also father, husband, whatever so. You are going to meet your father, then your son. Okay, when you are meeting to the boss, you are subordinate. A person having different roles in different situation, and you have to balance. If you can balance in different situation, then you are the most successful in the world. Balancing is required. And another thing is that in life, what is the best things? Even if you do any mistakes in your life, please be a smile. When you are talking with boss, sir, मुझसे गलती हो गया sir, मैं दोबारा नहीं करूँगा. If you show your smile face, you will see, you will overcome that situation. But if you think, sir, ये गलत काम हो रहा है, ये हो रहा है, हो रहा है, if you raise the different issues, because nowadays you see, when you are living in the water, cannot fight the crocodile. You cannot fight with the crocodile. Okay. So you have to see the pulse, and according to you will have to give the cramming. Okay. Otherwise, it will not resolve the issues. Another question, sir.
Yes, sir. Two more questions are there. One is, should stress management be included in higher education curriculum?
Yeah, stress management is required because you see, most of the time we are also getting different letters from the Ministry of Education. Yeah, basically those who are the PhD scholars, they are getting also stress. Even also engineering institutes, because sometimes we see in the NIT or IIT, different IITs, different times, students are getting stress and they are also suiciding. That tendency is there. To reduce that, there should be also not only the stress, there should be one subject, values and ethics, because nowadays it is getting dilute. There is no question that it is there. Yes, values and ethics is diluting every part of life, every part of life, whether it is student, faculty, whatever so. One thing. Second thing is that there are stress, different regions. So it should be a subject or part of the course. That is also right things. Another thing in management, I think there is also one topics that is also stress management. And there is also very interesting topic, the power and politics. Okay. So where there is a power and politics, there should be always stress. To reduce this situation, that topic should be included. So that those who are attending that course, they should be knowing how to handle different conflicts, different stress in different situation, and what are the sources, all these things.
And especially stress management is included in management syllabus. We
Yeah,
don't know about other subjects, so it's a part of syllabus only. Sir, last question,
yeah,
and
yeah.
hopefully it's what do you mean by environment? Okay, is it situation or people?
Environment, you see, it may comes basically from different context, social, then also management, administration, that also come under environment. Okay. Sometimes you see, somewhere you will see a small organization, but employees are happy because everyone is cooperative. Sometimes you will see a big organization, big reputation, but you see there is no cooperation, coordination. It happens. So certain place you will see that there might be administration, there might be management, there might be boss, there might be subordinate, there might be other colleagues, or whatever so. Different context is come under this. It cannot be isolated. Only one factor is coming under environment. There is also the attitude of the employees. Then also government's role, national culture is also there. Suppose you just see what are the culture exist in Arunachal, you might see that may not exist in the Mizoram or that may not exist in the Mumbai. So sounding culture, it has also an impact. Okay, so there are several factors, and also government's rules and regulation, government policy, that also affect.
Uh, with this, thank you, sir. Thank you a lot. In our future other program, we will definitely invite you and hope you will come and enjoy the environment in Mizoram.
Okay, sir, thank you. um, yeah, I for a long time I am planning, if I get any invitation I may go Mizoram. So Singh sir is there, you are also there. In future anytime if you invite I will go.
Definitely, sir.
I will.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Namaste, sir.
Thank you.